Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 3. Last time, that voice continued to yell at us while we tried to escape. This time, cutscene time, and let's make our escape at long last. Kind of quiet.
What's that? We're picking up enemy transmissions. If we adjust the channel, it may be possible to listen in.
Good idea.
Please try.
Intruders, Zoha, test object. Provide purity. There's no time. No, postpone the connection experiment. Number 6. Aoi Uzuki is being prepped in hospital ward.
Oh.
Aoi? Uzuki?
Transport the test subject.
Mother!
Takes you 5 seconds to realize your mother's name.
Shion, tell me where you are going. Acting alone under the current circumstances would be extremely...
I'm sorry. I have to save my mom.
Shion!
Shion, this is the past. It's already happened.
Shion, where do you think you're going?
Shion, it's too dangerous. Come back now.
Damn it, we have to get her.
We can't. Junior.
What?
Now take a look at this guy. Does he look familiar? Paint him
Enemy
black.
mobile weapon craft.
Get the hell out of our way.
Paint him black. Weird glitchiness. But yeah, you can't really get a good look at him, unfortunately. But he does bear a striking similar design to a certain phase gear in Xenogears. It's not the only time we'll see him either. Anyway, because Shion left in the middle, she's not going to get any experience for this fight. But since KOS-MOS was out of the party for a little while, it'll give her a chance to catch up. So anyway, level 2 techs, probably not the best in here because it really doesn't matter, right? So we're just going to go and use level 1 techs because there's only one enemy and just waste away on them. And that's pretty much what everyone's going to do. We're going to go Animal 1 right from the get-go. I don't think there's anything particularly interesting about this fight as far as be prepared for this or that. So let's just all get an anima, use some special attacks, and end this fight a little quicker than we otherwise would have. Let's see. Unfortunately, none of your things have particularly high team values, so we're just going to shoot a bunch of missiles, because I can't do 2 of those, can I? Actually, can I do... No. Oh, well. We'll do it like that and see if we can get some team going. Probably not. Oh, wow, we did. It increases exponentially when you're in... when everyone's in Anima Awakening, so... Definitely want to make sure we can do that. Now we have the ability to inflict mine down here, so I'm going to go for this. And wow, all the way down to 0. I'll take that. See if we can get another ambush. Or not. That works too. And this one is soul down. So far we haven't been able to inflict any of those statuses. But yeah, let's go with 3 of those. They're powerful enough. And higher team value, too, even though it's not super high. And there's the ambush.
Here I go.
Ether Wave. Yeah, this guy can do some decent amount of damage to us, and he's relatively fast. But if you don't have your Revenge D-Kill on, which hopefully I remember to put that on Ruben, otherwise he might end up taking some damage. But yeah, I had some weird issue where I tried to save and then I thought it did and then it didn't, and then I had to go and fight a few battles again off screen because that's what I was attempting to do anyway, and I was having issues with that. So hopefully nothing else got lost. Basically, I saved after I recorded the episode, but I'm not sure if it counted as much of my grinding, so I had to load a save file, which I think has all of it in there. I'm just not sure if I made that one change, so pretty sure we're good. And we got him down to half already. Go that way. Didn't get anything that time. Go. Pretty much try and get as much damage as you can out of these attacks. And of course, part of that is going to be something you can't control, so... It'd be nice if some of these statuses would stick on this guy. Now, he's used Black Wave and he's increased his physical attack power. At this point, he'll do this attack and then do the super one. Now, unfortunately, the super one's kind of annoying because it can do a lot of damage. So I was going to guard, but unfortunately, they didn't want to let me there. So let's just throw some items here. Let's just do a half repair. I did fight a few battles, like I said, and I picked up a bunch more of them. I had 8 before, now I have way more. So, yeah, more than enough healing items to get through pretty much any fight going forward for quite some time. Go. And that's pretty much the remainder of this fight. Just keep attacking. Definitely love it when that happens. When you do get a co-op like that, you'll notice that the Dina's awakening gauge went up a lot more. So I would definitely go for that if possible. 5,000 damage with a normal attack. That is awesome. Haven't been able to get any of these statuses to stick, unfortunately, though. Yeah. There's not a whole lot to this fight. It just, the guy's got a lot of HP. That's pretty much it. Now, are you going to get your second attack? Or, yeah, looks like you will. Have to heal again. Yeah, as you can see, can do a lot of damage. Ruben, you kind of need to attack and catch up there. Anima. That. There we go. And we'll use you to use Nano Repair M. And all healed up. Yeah, pretty much there's very little strategy to this fight. Just keep attacking, and you'll be fine. Make sure you heal whenever he hits you, and don't let your HP drop below maybe 60%. Maybe a little more, or a little bit, keep it a little higher with Zebulon. I wouldn't let it fall below like 9,000, because otherwise chances are you're going to take a death, and you don't want that. Okay.
Destroying enemy unit.
It's interesting that all you have to do is spam your attack in this fight. Considering, again, and I'm going to drop another hint here, the game that I recently finished test running. It's rather interesting in that game because it's really about the battle system, and that's a lot of damage. You can attack. Yeah, the game is kind of known. Yeah, I forgot to equip it on him, so there's your revenge. He'll basically do that a lot of the time if you don't have the revenge-proof items in, so just kind of make sure that you're prepared for that. Back to the Dina. But, yeah, anyway, if, so with that game, I would, it's kind of weird because it's based around that. Oh, I finally got Soul down to hit. Of course, he's almost dead, but yeah, the game's based around the battle system, but if you know how to manipulate the battle system, the game becomes super, super easy. Okay. Yeah, you can do that, why not? And then you... Do I want to hit you again? Nah, let's just use Anima Awakening and finish this guy off. And a finish strike. But yeah, when your game is designed around being a battle system game, as you can see, Shion left the fight before it began, so she gets no experience. There's nothing to steal, not that we can anyway, and we learn a bunch of stuff. Back tackle is meh. Revert L is revive. Raging C is alright. Medica L is good. And we get one of these, which don't think I use until way later in the game. It's just, it's not worthwhile early on.
Junior, look! coming!
Yeah. Wait a minute now. Now it's really starting to look like somebody from Xenogears. But apparently it's not working properly.
KOS-MOS, what's Shion's position?
She's moving through the 13th Administration Wing.
We'll get her back.
Easy enough to take down.
More of them! Damn it! They just keep on coming!
Junior, we should retreat for now.
Retreat? But then Shion will...
It's all right. Shion's not a child. She'll manage something on her own. If we stay here, we'll be in trouble.
I like how they just have subdued voices and all of the action is kind of pushed to the background.
What now? Junior, we won't last much longer.
It's almost as if
Got
they're
to escape.
ignoring it.
Now!
Damn it! Okay then, let's head back to the Elsa.
Another thing to note before encountering this boss, I forgot to mention at the start of the episode, was to make sure to unequip Shion of any special items that you want. I didn't have her with anything.
The elevator ahead of here should lead to Mom's room.
Okay, just because she's not part of the party for a moment.
The enemy broke through the transport bay and escaped.
Send an AIMS team after them. Report to Commander Margulis at once.
Let's see. I should be able to get to Mom's wing from over here.
Yeah, you just need to go down that elevator we didn't have a card for before.
Shion.
Hmm? You.
Testament.
The hell is he doing here?
Don't get in my way. I don't have time to play with you right now.
Shion.
That voice.
How dare you call me by my name?
Kind of a stupid line.
What's the matter? Have you forgotten me?
Kevin.
I've come back for you, Shion.
What? What?
We've come
What
back
are you
all
doing
right.
here?
She's the intruder! Don't let her get away!
Come on! Grab her!
Stop struggling!
Hold her down!
Let go of me! Help me, Kevin!
What's she talking about?
Stop it! Don't touch me!
Someone
Get
shut her
away
up!
from me! Ah!
And if you didn't have any more reasons to hate Kevin,
Save the game?
there's some more. Think about all the things the Testaments have done to us over the course of the game, the multiple times that they've talked about between the Red Testament and Wilhelm about, things kind of affecting Shion or KOS-MOS or whoever they're kind of talking about, and trying to figure all that out. It's kind of strange that he turns up now and acting all nice. Of course, the real purpose of what he's done, regardless of whether he intended it or not, was he basically distracted Shion and allowed her to get captured. Considering what we know about him in the past, it seems like he may have allied himself with himself. Strange as that is. But yeah, there was a scene earlier on in the game where they showed a flashback, and we heard Kevin's voice speaking to Shion in her memory. And then the exact next scene was the Red Testament speaking with Wilhelm. And he doesn't disguise the voice. It was a time I said in the episode that I kind of hate that they paste those two scenes right back to back. And I didn't really explain why, because I didn't want to be able to ruin this event so that people wouldn't be able to figure it out until the game at least tried to show you.
Proceeding without...
But yeah, it's just kind of a real pain that way. But, oh well, they did a reasonably good job of keeping that secret.
The Red Testament. That was Kevin. Kevin is dead. Was that just an illusion?
Well, let's
No,
see.
Lieutenant Virgil was really there too.
Yeah.
People who are dead are revived as testaments. Kevin
Not
said
all
he
of them are
came
dead,
for
though.
me. Does this mean the testaments aren't our enemies?
Voyager never died.
Is that her? She's part of the group that stole the vessels of Anima?
So Margulis meets her 15 years ago, and again, doesn't seem to recognize her in the present. It's a lot of situations that don't make a whole lot of sense here.
Yes, she's been babbling things to herself and ignoring our questions.
Pellegrini, did you notice? Those eyes. They look just like his.
Now, he's referring to one of two people here. The one that makes the most sense is Jin, especially considering it's Margulis.
They're the eyes of one who continues to defy us. Call Supervisor Uzuki and Kevin Winnicott. Have them join me for the interrogation.
Yes, sir.
You're calling the supervisor to the interrogation? Why?
It seems this woman attempted to make contact with both of them not long ago. Then the theft of the vessels of Anima occurred. The operation was performed quite smoothly.
Do you mean they have inside information?
Whatever the case, if
Future
we don't verify
information.
her identity, our future plans could be in jeopardy.
Well, it would be hard to because she's actually a little child at this point in time. And there's Kevin with his evil
Winnicott!
aliens.
Supervisor Uzuki, what do you want? If you need to talk, couldn't it wait until later?
What's the meaning of using the 27 series Asura? Those are solely for experimental use.
That's
They're
the name
still
of these
unstable.
realians, by the
If
way.
they go out of control, we won't be able to rein them in.
And their combat abilities will be as expected. That's all that's needed.
That's absurd. They can't distinguish between an enemy and an ally. Are you planning to use a weapon that can only cause indiscriminate destruction?
When the Song of Nephilim becomes operational, everything will be resolved by the awakening of the Zohar.
You're going to use the Song of Nephilim that was born from the Lemmageddon translation?
Yeah, this is the first time they really give you some information on that. I've already talked about this, but the Song of Nephilim was created by Lemmageddon, which we don't really know exactly what that is yet. We took a look in the database a number of episodes back to explain what they were willing to give us at this point in the plot. There is more to it than that, but in order to figure out more about that, we need to progress further into the game.
You must reconsider. There's still time to stop both the 27 series and the song.
There's no other way to activate the Zohar. The Descent troops have already reached the city. If we don't use that system now, all of our efforts will have been for nothing. Isn't this why you betrayed the Federation?
No,
No? You sacrificed your own wife in order to save your daughter. Why hesitate now?
Okay, now we're starting to learn some stuff. Apparently, everything that he's done so far, him being, of course, Shion's father, was to save Shion. Why? And from what?
You couldn't possibly understand.
He's a kid. Of course he can't.
I had no choice.
That's right. For the realization of our ideals, there is no other choice. Milsha's sacrifice cannot be avoided.
Supervisor. Oh, and you're here too, Mr. Winnicott.
What is it?
Commander Margulis requests your presence for the interrogation of the intruder.
At an interrogation? Me as well?
Yes. I wasn't informed of the details, so please ask the commander directly.
What's this about?
I've heard that she's a member of the group that stole the vessels of Anima. It must mean she's more than just a petty thief.
Well, stealing the vessels of Anima itself makes her not a petty thief.
Margulis.
Well. You know who I am? It seems I was right. You are more than just a mere rat.
Oh,
You're an interesting woman. I can tell you are no spy. Your face betrays your every thought.
I'm sure
I
it
won't tell you
does.
anything.
There's no point in empty bluffs. We have countless ways of making you talk. But before that, I'm going to have you answer questions from these two.
Tell me the truth. How much do you know about the vessels of Anima?
It's pointless to keep silent.
I don't want to be rough with you. Please answer me.
I have nothing to say to a man who doesn't even hesitate to sacrifice his own family.
What are you talking about? That's none of your business. Besides, I didn't mean to sacrifice her.
Then what did you mean to do? Aoi Uzuki is your wife. How can you let these people do what they want to her?
Who are you?
Yeah, why do you look like my daughter if she
You're
grew
a
up?
lively one, aren't you? Listen, we already know you're using the vessels of Anima as mobile weapon reactors. That's top secret research.
Not in
Even
our
Vector
timeline.
doesn't have that technology yet, much less UTIC. Where did you obtain it from?
The
I
future.
knew it. So it wasn't just Ormus involved in the Zohar research, but Vector as well.
Woman, where did you learn the name Ormus?
Now, if you recall, they didn't reveal the name Ormus until the end of episode 2. So literally a year before present day. Before then, it's hush-hush, completely secret. It's all about UTIC, and then it's all about the immigrant fleet. Then it's about Ormus later on. They don't want that information out yet.
Your attitude reminds me of a man I know, and I don't like it.
I'm sure it
Curiosity
does.
can prove to be fatal. You would do well to remember that. You will tell us everything you know. Naturally, we won't kill you, though you'll experience things far worse than death.
Like torture.
Fibronia, what's wrong?
Okay, first things first. When did we tell her that we're in a ship and we're from the future and that we're parked here? Like, I know that she might know where the ship is because we talked about it. I think Shion mentioned it, little Shion. But still, why would she come here?
I have something I need to tell everyone. There's no time. Hurry.
But she seems like she knows exactly what's going on here, which is really, really weird. This one's going to run a little bit long, I fear. I just need to get through some of these cutscenes just to make sense of the whole scene.
How long are you going to stand there?
As long as it takes.
Why didn't you go back and rescue the chief? If you'd gone right back, you might have been able to get to her.
We can't put everyone in danger because of Shion's selfish actions.
That's
But
true.
why aren't we going to rescue her now?
Need a
After
plan.
our infiltration, the security at Labyrinthos has been increased. If we make any rash moves, we'll only make the situation worse.
I understand that, but while we're calmly talking about this, the chief is in danger. Aren't you worried about your sister? I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
That's a Shion response.
Alan, everyone's worried about her. During the Gnosis terrorism, Shion learned that our father betrayed the Federation and handed over Lemageddon to the UTIC. I've kept his involvement with UTIC from her. Her actions are not based on conviction. Rather, she's acting out of spite toward our father and me. Convictions built on a weak foundation like that will crumble at the slightest provocation. Thus, I'm worried. The truth that awaits her, I have a feeling there's something here that Shion must not be allowed to know.
What do you mean?
You have a feeling. You know.
I don't know what it is yet.
Then again, we haven't seen
But
Jin
I'm
in this
concerned about
timeline
the way
yet.
she's been fainting lately.
You mean the way she's been fatigued?
If that's all it is, I wouldn't be worried about it.
What
Yeah,
do you mean?
I
Her
wouldn't
mother
expect
had the
to.
same symptoms.
Yes.
The chief has the same illness as her mother?
Jin! Shion's in trouble.
We know this. But kind of getting back to that point, you know, Shion having the same illness as her mother, we don't really know anything about this illness. What we do know that they share in common is they were both on the list of test subjects. So maybe it's something to do with this connection experiment instead.
What?
What is it?
Febronia's here. Please come to the bridge.
What's up?
Your friend is in danger.
The one that looks like little Shion.
She's being held prisoner inside Labyrinthos. Commander Margulis plans to get information from her by force.
Sounds
The
like
Colonel?
Margulis.
Don't tell me it's already too late.
No, she's still all right. There's someone inside taking action to aid her,
I wonder who that would be.
but I don't think it will delay them for long.
I see. But if we take on Utic with our current capability, we're going to suffer a lot of damage.
Not necessarily.
Oh?
Jen?
Don't you see? You and Chaos should know what's about to happen.
Yeah, they were both here.
If this world is proceeding as we know it, then the third descent operation will begin soon.
Don't worry about Febronia, even though she's with the enemy and you're just telling her that you're time travelers.
When it begins, Utic will be in a full-scale battle against the Federation.
And we know the details of that battle from beginning to end.
This is true.
We can use this to our advantage.
And it should work.
We'll slip past them in the midst of everything and rescue Shion.
Assuming she holds out that long.
Sounds like a plan. Let's do it.
Now, let's go.
What? Me too?
You're worried about Shion, aren't you? She needs someone to support her. Please lend us your help.
What possible
All
help
right.
could he be?
I'll accompany you.
Head to Labyrinthos. But yeah. Oops. Character. Alan is now in our party at level 21. Why he's here? Why he's at level 21? I don't know. You can't equip him with anything. He comes with Medica, Fist Down, Soul Down. And he does learn a special attack. I think it's just a break attack. Everyone else has better stuff than that anyway, so there's no real reason to do that. Going forward, my party will be that. So anyway, yeah. Just I want to balance things out because these two missed out on some battles, and they were in the back for the boss fight earlier in the episode. Anyway, sorry that was so long. Just wanted to get through all the cutscenes all in one go. I would just go hit the shop and get all prepped up and ready to go. I don't think there's anything new, but no, nothing new yet. One thing I would like to buy is ice walls before you go any further. I would buy 2 of those. Yes, that should be it. Hopefully. Anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.